Hello and welcome to All Talk No Dice, the worst excuse for a D&D show you can find online. From last we left off, the unique party, the Companions of Fate, found themselves face to face with a colossal ogre, the alleged gluttonous king. You all discovered that this ogre was not only a friend to the goblins and caretaker of sorts, but absolutely unaware of the names and rumours that surrounded him and the temple he and his goblin friends have called home. Through some discussion, you found out that the ogre Bar had sent away 2 orcs after catching them manipulating and almost enslaving some of the goblins, taking them away and never to be seen again. However, these talks were almost cut short when your gunslinging ally Duke made his presence known. Quick introductions were made before the tension grew after the tall, broad-shouldered Leonin sternly asked for the remains Tara had found to be given back to him. An argument ensued as Tara demanded more information as to his real name, and Theron was adamant to just hand over the skull and the claw. Once that was dealt with, Theron started a ritual spell while Rayloff continued to set up a small fire pit inside the throne chamber and cook up some grub. Gerald took his time to have a wander around, ending up finding an illusionary entrance into a small cavern system, separate from the one that led into the throne chamber previously, leading to an ancient device noted as the arc reactor on the map that Duke handed to you all a couple nights before. You heard skittering behind a caved-in entrance and decided to silently head back to the party. As you made your way back, you found Tara climbing out of the sand drain pit of bodies as she was carrying a few items that she had recovered from the top few layers of bodies that were left to rot. Now, all of you find yourselves together in the throne chamber, and as Bar is resting with half of his horse corpse pouring out of his open jaw, after some hesitation and determination from Duke to go and wipe out some husks around the reactor, but with stern instructions to not touch it, you all agree to proceed to clear them out, leaving talks of the reactor or what to do with it at the wayside for now. And as you all gather around the stairs, finishing your stew, homemade by your Goliath ally, leaving the goblins and wolves to rest, you all turn back just as Theron completes his ritual spell with a flourish. And this is where we pick it up. So, Theron, would you like to describe your familiar?
In a wisp of smoke, this almost light ice blue bat comes to into existence. That's about it.
That's right. You all see the bat just appear and apparate through the smoke, and then it just almost just like standing straight, just staring up at Theron.
I'm definitely gonna go pet it. I'm gonna walk over, try to carefully touch it.
I telepathically tell it to nibble his finger.
And you just see the bat almost like kind of playfully, but at the same time just like kind of bare its teeth a little bit down to break skin slightly.
Even though technically it can't make attacks.
So it just like nibbles and just firmly just
nibbles on the finger
a little bit. It just catches you a little bit sharper than expected.
Yeah.
And I look over to the Leonin. I'm like, "Are you sure you don't want to tell me if that's a fob watch or not? You got?"
I'll tell you when you're ready.
Okay, I'm gonna call my bat Fobby. Come here, Fobby.
Right, and you see the bat and just onto your shoulder. And Duke just looks to the rest of you. Okay, so we're doing this?
Lead on.
And you almost just at that, he kind of just nods, like just tipping his hat. And you see him take 2 steps just down the stairs before just... well, maybe you should just show me the way. I've only
Maybe you should go first.
I know which room it goes from. I don't know where the entrance is.
Well, I thought you were saying earlier that you've been here before. You were the second person here?
No, hold on. Did you block the entrance? The other entrance?
We came in from the other entrance. I don't know about it caving in. The rocks did come loose when it started shaking, though.
Well, aren't you in for a treat? And I will lead them through the secret entrance.
And either way, I stand right at the back, just like gesturing the Leonian Duke.
Yeah, you
'Cause
see.
I don't want him behind us.
I'll probably be behind.
I'll sit about in the middle.
I'll just go.
Yeah, I'll go second.
You said that there was husks in there.
Allegedly.
And did they spot you?
They heard me. They did not spot me.
So they know something's here then. Great.
Oh, most definitely.
Listen, ain't nothing to worry about. We're gonna go in and just blast them away.
You see on how many were there before, or how many were chasing you when you were trying to leave?
It don't matter. Come on. And Duke is just trying to just nudge Gerald forward a little bit.
I will go forward actually, yeah, and lead on.
Yeah, I'll be behind
You
Gerald.
see Duke is just right behind, kind of off canter to Gerald. As Gerald, you lead the way.
And as we're walking, I just use prestidigitation to make myself a bit cleaner, a bit more suave.
Yeah, you hear an incantation and a flourish, and you quickly look behind you and you see Theron kind of looking spry, clean. His robes are not dusty from the sand anymore, just ready to go. Alright.
As I get to the illusionary wall part, I just went, hold on. And then I tap. Go.
Yeah,
Above.
just...
And then go through the actual parts around.
Yeah, so you notice that Gerald almost outlines where the doorway sits before he just passes through what looks like solid stone. Rayloff, you might have to duck slightly.
Yeah, I was sort of guessing. Probably gonna. I'll put my hand
Yeah.
where his head was.
Yeah, and you just kind of
Sort of
come under. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you... and Duke follows in. You step in, and almost immediately,
Sorry.
you hear just deafening silence almost, compared to any slight rustles and snarls from the goblins and the wolves, and Bar nearly snoring. It just almost vanish into just hardly nothing.
What? Say that again.
It's silent essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
So what? Are you
Theron
doing?
just says, "Did I hear something while I was doing the ritual about some kind of reactor, some arcane energy, some kind of thing that I'd be interested in?"
Is this after you've all stepped in?
As we're sort of going to step in, just before.
Okay, just before then.
I'm not sure
I'm
when
going to stay quiet. I'll have gone in.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have gone. I would have been in there at that point. It would have just been Theron and Terra.
If that's what he says before people start entering, I'll probably turn around to him and say, Gerald didn't tell us much, but I feel like you will be interested in it. And then I'll kind of walk through.
And I'll just nod my head and carry on. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, alright. So you all step through and it is deathly silent. And you find this snaking cavern hallway in front of you. With Gerald leading. What are you doing?
Is there any... Can we see this sphere? This blue
what-
sphere
Not right
of
now.
where we are right now?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm
Can't
just
I
gonna...
use... No. Don't matter. I was going to say, can't I use my telepathy just to say something into someone's head without actually creating an actual noise?
Yeah. Telepathically, you can speak
Don't
to
matter.
other
Carry on.
creatures.
Carry on.
So,
I'll just but they can't speak to me back. But I'll speak to Gerald and just like, take me to the sphere.
If there's any from this path, is there any higher points so you can see down on this path at all?
Right now, with it being like fairly dim light, light enough that you can make out a few things. Who here does not have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
I think it's all of us
Is it all of us except for Gerald?
Yeah.
Okay, Gerald.
Yeah.
Just like before, it is fairly plain to see everything. The rest of you, you can see for like just about 30 feet ahead, and then it's pitch black. The only things that offset that dark blackness is a small brazier here and there that are somewhat flickering.
The one close to us as we've got in.
Yeah. So you have a little bit of vision as the brazier just on the right as you step in kind of flickers gently.
Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll probably pick it up.
What, the
as we
brazier?
go in. I mean, well, is it the one where it's just a torch sat inside?
No, that's a wall sconce.
Yeah, just
That's
rip
what I
it
thought
off.
you were on about.
Yeah, just rip it off.
No, brazier, so like a small ceramic or metal bowl with a small fire inside.
Yeah, you'll be able to pick that up.
Yeah, I thought you meant the wall sconce, not the.
Yeah,
that's
no.
fine.
Shall I pick it up?
I'll probably just take a torch out then.
All right.
Let's go.
So you take a torch and you just strike it, and the torchlight emanates around you, and it's a lot easier to see. It's the rock formations have some slight bit of condensation, but with the air around this continent being so dry and humid, you find a lot of the sides of the walls where there's just jagged points coming out. You can just coast a finger across, and a couple of them just snap off.
Out of interest, how much do the glowing jar of peppers glow?
Hardly.
Okay, fair enough. It's worth trying.
When Raylock goes past me, I'm going to touch his shoulder or touch one side of him. I'm going to use guidance and say, "Guide us the way," as he goes past.
Alright.
And you've got guidance.
Alright.
For 1 minute, I'll concentrate on that.
As you use that incantation, all of you hear slight slowly build from further in to this cavern system. You hear all of the clicks and skitters just begin to just echo around you.
I will use minor illusion in front of that, because at least it doesn't require verbal, to just then spray out silence up above in nice little silvery writing.
Awesome. That's fine.
And I will carry on going straight towards the orb. I'll move at a fairly faster pace than probably what normal people are comfortable with, considering I know it.
So, how are you guys moving through?
Very stealthily.
Yeah.
The best that we can.
Can I use my back to go ahead and blind sense? Because I've got a telepathic link with it.
If you want to, yeah.
I will use my body to guide Theron while he's moving across. I assume he's going to be close while we're at the back, so I'll kind of like link his arm over my shoulder, and I'll walk with him while he uses the bath.
Alright, so if everyone's moving stealthily, I want everyone to roll stealth checks. And Theron, I want you to roll a perception check with your
I've got the
bat.
stats up for the. I haven't got the stats up.
That was juicy. Stealth. Oh yes, I'll take that.
How much is guidance?
D4.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna use it now.
So,
it is a D4.
yeah, so
One's better than nothing.
The perception. I'm trying to think. Perception's off in
Wisdom.
So it's +1.
Oh, 8.
Okay. So, Theron, Fabi just
Does for 4.
and begins to just. You hear the beating of the wings, albeit very small. You just hear just around, and it echoes slightly, and you hear just begin to build even more and more. You find your vision just leave your body and appear almost like a bug eye lens, and you find yourself crouched upside down on the ceiling inside this cavern, and you don't see much of anything. You do sense a lot of activity towards the caved-in exit. Stealth checks. Gerald.
At 17.
Rayloff.
13.
Theron.
I'm going to roll now. You're not even going to believe me. Natural 20. I'm not
Nice.
even,
Nice.
I swear to God.
That's all right.
I swear to God, I'm not
nice.
even joking.
We love it. What's the
Honest.
what's the total for that?
Honest, I swear to God. I swear to God.
What's the total for that?
I don't think I have much on stealth, mate. +1.
Okay, 21. And Tara?
21 also.
21, okay. You all slowly take a few steps and begin to continue around this snaking hallway before it curves left and opens up into the chamber. And you all see just across the far back wall this small pedestal of a solid structure and this basketball-sized orb just slowly just oscillating with a gentle cyan glow.
How big's it? And then come back to myself.
Yeah, and Fabi on your shoulder.
Okay, how big's the area glow? Is it just a faint glow? Is it enough to see it and sort of?
It's faint, but it glows enough that you can make out the pedestal underneath and the stalactite that hangs down, like almost like pinching and clamping this orb in place, almost looking like, for everyone to see, it wouldn't be far to assume that it might have been part of a larger structure, but has since broken away.
I'll cast Mage Hand.
All right. Does Mage Hand require a verbal component?
That is a good question. But I believe it's just semantic, but I will check.
I think it was semantic from before, yeah.
Semantic or somatic?
Semantic, whatever
Both.
you call it. Oh, verbal. It has got a verbal component. Okay, then I won't do that for now. Then I'll just have a look at it.
All right. So
I don't know whether I want to do Arcana or History.
Well, you tell me what you want to do, and I'll give you a roll.
I just want to see. Oh, I'm not going to recognise it, am I? I'll go with Arcane then. I'll see if there's anything magical going on about it.
Just ask me what you want to do with it, like what you want to inspect about it, or try to see in it, and then I will tell you what to roll.
I'll see if it's magical in any nature.
Okay, roll an Arcana.
13 +7.
All right, non-natural 20. You just from this distance, I'd say you're about 15, 20 feet away. Just all of you coasting around that corner. I mean, you can tell it's definitely not of this time or this age of Arcane. But through the design and through the just almost bare bones construction of it, you can imagine that it's probably a relic of the Age of Arcana of before the Calamity and before the Divergence.
In that case, can I have a look at the actual instrument itself that's holding this ball of energy?
Well, you need to get closer to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Very much closer. Let me
Okay.
just
Yeah,
confirm. Yeah.
I'll do.
If you're going to move, I will pull you back. With you still being on my arm, like hooked over. If you're gonna move, I'm gonna be like just mimic out of my mouth to say not now.
Yeah, I'm still going forward.
All right.
I'll push his arm over my shoulder and give him like a nice little push forwards, I guess.
You hear Duke. Hey, what are you doing?
It's what he wants to do.
And I just like,
Are you gonna get us all killed? And you step and you get around about 10 feet away.
mm-hmm.
And you take
And I get
one
blasted
more,
with arcane energy.
You take one more
Everyone.
silent step and you see the oscillation.
And that's where I stop. And I back off. Oh.
Just as that step, as the oscillation grows slightly, you see it almost like an eye. You see this oscillation almost twist to you within this orb, and you just see a jet blue blast of lightning cast straight towards you. I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, great.
Does the lightning kind of bolt that came from the eye give out any light at all?
Yes, a bright
And how
flash
much
of
did
blue.
we see?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage for me if you're trying to
Yep.
rack some vision
as
in.
much as I can.
Yeah, as much as you can in this brief shock, in this brief 1,
Perception.
maybe 2 second
15.
flash. 15, okay.
I've got a 19 plus 1.
Okay, so you take
Honestly-
half damage.
Just one second.
Let's have a look.
I'm going to keep this dice.
I would if I were you.
Yeah. I mean, I got an 8, but the other one's better.
Let's see, 5, 8.
I'm dead. Go on.
No, 5, 8, 18, 21. So you take 10 points of lightning damage.
Are you joking me? Alright.
10 points of lightning damage as and you see the bolt of lightning just strike straight into your stomach, and you feel it just rack through your brain, and just hot white flashes in your eyes before you just step away from it, and you see the orb.
Do I feel anything else at all? Is it just like as it is, like just lightning? Like
It depends on how many times you've been struck by lightning.
7 simultaneously.
20 or 30?
You just, it's painful and it completely
Yeah.
numbs
No.
you
What I
out.
was saying is, I was just wondering, was it some kind of thing where I could feel something out like, you know what I mean?
No, not in the moment.
Yeah. So basically, it's just a defensive weapon, basically.
Tara, from your perception
Yes.
check,
From the 15.
as the flash, as Theon unfortunately takes one for the team and it strikes, the entire room is just lit up in blue for a second or two before it goes back to dim.
Can I quickly use my glutton's fork and stab it into a rock and eat it for 2d6 HP?
Yeah, sure. So you get the fork out and just tap one of the small little rocks next to your feet, and you throw it back.
Can I get
But
ready
Tara,
to? Oh, sorry.
2. I've got 2.
But
And
Tara,
3, 4,
you
5. Yes.
you see as it flashes, and just for that brief moment, the light just almost blinds you, but you kind of just squint through it, and what you can make through is just off to the right of this relic, kind of set more into the bottom corner where the floor and the wall meet. You kind of see, like, pressed in a solid like stone tablet.
Okay.
Oh, I want that.
Rayloff.
That you don't know of yet.
I do.
Can I
Just tell me.
ready a javelin and get ready to throw a javelin and and my torch at any husks that come through?
Yeah, absolutely. So Rayloff, you quickly just like pull out your javelin and your torch out in front.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand anyway, because if the lightning, did the lightning cause sound?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I might as well cast Mage Hand then.
Well, it casts sound and light.
That is a question. Can we hear any more husks from the sounds from the shock?
Well, just
Sound.
after that shock, as the lightning just almost dissipates straight away after this discharge, you see the oscillation and just return back to how it was before. And as that air grows quieter, you hear and at least on your passive perception, Terra, you begin to hear 5, 8, 10 or more skitters and separate clicks begin to and all of you begin to hear just a lot of scraping of claw against stone.
Does this only come from the wall direction that was blocked off slightly?
Yeah. And Gerald, you look over and you slowly see just one small rock at the top. Slowly drop to the ground.
Okay. As I would like to prepare Nether's Mischief then.
Alright.
For when they break through, I cast the spell.
I'll back off a little bit.
How far away to the tablet are we right now?
I would say from the corner, you're about 30 feet.
Okay. I'm going to.
Did you notice the tablet?
And I'm going to yes from the
Perception
from
check
the flash of
Tara
light.
made doing the arcane flash.
I'm going to run towards the tablet, kind of not caring to a point. Obviously, avoiding the arc.
What do you know how fast lightning is?
And I'm going to try to grab it and come back in my dash.
Okay. Tara, you just breaking all silence, you and run.
Yeah.
in that instance, can I use can I go back into my bat form and make the bat go in between Terra and the lightning arc as it strikes him? Strikes her.
Well, in the moment, because doing that is not a reaction. It is an action or bonus to go into your vision of your familiar. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
In this moment, as Tara sprints, as you're about to go and use the vision with Fabi and command him to fly out, Tara, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. As you sprint, and the rocks, you see a couple more. And as Tara, you run in and go and grab the tablet. What was your dex save?
Yeah, 17.
17. Okay, so half damage.
Okay.
The orb loudly and strikes towards Tara, and as I roll damage first. 5, 7, 9, 9, 18. So you take 9 points of lightning damage.
Yeah.
And just as the room lights up again in that cyan blue, and the arc strikes Tara straight near in the ribs, as you go and grab, I want you to make a strength check with disadvantage for me to pull on this tablet, and all of you begin to hear as you see body after body after body after body of these underdeveloped husks, like almost mutant to their fully grown counterparts, just crawl and slime through over the rocks that have now cascaded down, just and begin to fill the chamber. I want all of you to roll initiative.
Do I get to do the
16,
attack?
I rolled for that.
Yeah, and Rayloff, you make that javelin attack.
Do I get to also throw my torch, or is it just the javelin?
I will say just as a main hand attack, I'll say just javelin for now.
That's fine. I was just asking if
16 I rolled.
Also, my Nether's Mischief would have gone off just as they break through that.
Okay, so 16 on the strength check. Tara, you budget, and you. It's just fixed in.
Okay.
You don't feel any give of any kind. That like a slight smattering of dust kind of shakes from it, but the actual thing itself.
And as all these husks are
stronger
coming
than
in, as these husks are coming in, I just say to Tara, I'm like, read the writing on the tablet if it's a tablet.
I would have said that if I would have pulled it, I would have probably ran out to where I know. The
Theron?
yeah, Theron's far enough away, and I'll try to see what the tablet says or if I can read it at all from a safe enough distance.
Okay, well, for now,
Both of us.
I want everyone to put themselves on the map. Tara, you would be here by the tablet. Duke is here. And all of you would probably be around this corner. Around here.
Yeah.
Sort me what's else.
As you see bodies and bodies of these smaller, underdeveloped husks just begin to pile out, almost like a waterfall or sewage line of just husk after husk after husk just flow out from the half caved in
And as they're coming towards, isn't the orb shooting them?
right now, no.
Okay.
Right.
So I want initiative rolls. So make sure everyone you pull yourself onto the map.
Yeah, I'm still trying to just sort my map out.
That's alright.
How'd you do that?
You go to your journal and click and drag your name onto the map, and it'll.
roll
pop up your icon.
22 for the javelin throw, by the way.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll for damage.
I'm gonna go for. Actually, no, I'll go for this dude right here.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, closest one that's just skittering. You launch.
Where did you say
15.
I was here? Where I am?
Yeah, you're about here, just like even if on the tablet. Yeah.
15 plus 5 for my initiative.
Okay, just hold on the initiative. I'll
Just
run down and ask everyone for that.
Oh,
and then,
sorry.
Rayloff.
That was 5 piercing.
Fabulous. You
Not the best.
and you launch it, and the javelin just like jams into the rib cage of one of these scuttling little like almost like childlike husks as it pierces through, and at the angle it just and it keeps scuttering at you, and as it takes a chunk out of its rib cage, it continues just barreling at you. It is bleeding, and there is a big chunk of its side completely missing, but it's still coming towards you. So, let's see, initiative. Okay. And then I want to get Duke's. Okay. So, 25 to 20.
23.
Nice.
Nice.
Roll the note for 20. And then
Fucking
got
A.
+3.
Alright, Rayloff. 20 to 15.
15 plus 5.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Okay, so you'd be 20. So Theron. Alright, 15 to 10.
I do apologise. It's 17.
Okay, no problem. So Tara, decent roll so far. And Gerald, what did you get?
14.
14. Okay, not bad. Let me.
Like square affect us.
It will if you stay inside it.
Right.
Um,
But with it being angled, if I was here, would that count as inside?
That's DM's discretion there, I feel.
I would. I would say no, right now, because it's more fixated on the creatures inside it than it is on perimeter. So, for now, I will say it's just if you are to go on like the edge here, then you'd be okay and free from effect. If you were an enemy, though, I might rule differently. But so, Rayloff, start of the initiative, start of combat, start of the round. What would you like to do?
Right. So I'm going to do bonus action and rage because I'm going to need it.
Okay. You all hear the grumble before the icicles and the ice armor just set up on Rayloff's huge back and shoulders.
Can I interrupt this just a second as well? Because everyone inside that cube, any enemy inside that cube, does need to make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me.
Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say the main 4 inside.
The one's at least half in.
Yeah. So we'll say 4. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So wisdom save.
Yes.
3.
No.
Was that an actual one?
2.
No,
That was an actual one.
Do a 1
Okay,
again.
17.
That saves.
Okay. And fucking natural 1. So
3 up on my charmed
so
one.
3 are charmed. So let's say that this one is the one that saved on the edge.
Okay.
So the other 3 inside here
Bitch.
are charmed. So the charm they are docile or
Well, that.
Let's attack unless attacked.
And it's only for a turn as well. That's also
okay. Yeah, perfect. All right. Well, no problem.
Yeah.
So you see,
just
you
skull.
see as
You can't make him walk into the orb, can you?
no, you can't.
Oh.
Doesn't matter what charm, you can't force a creature to hurt itself.
To kill themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gerald, do you want to describe what the spell looks like for the rest of the party that see you cast it?
So from Gerald will do a little flutter as the forcing the scales onto the cloak to flip over, and as he does that, he'll do an arm, wave his arms around, and then throw off a beam of white light, which will just sort of shatter around a white cube into that area, and from there. It's a smell of apple pie fills the air is the effects that we've currently got.
Okay. So you, and as the beam kind of reaches its limits, it just flutters in the air around. The smell of warm, hot, fresh apple pie fills the chamber as you see 3 of these husks just almost like stop in place, become docile, and almost more affected by that smell of apple pie that we're waiting for and hoping to be served. Awesome. So, Rayloff, top of the round, what would you like to do? You
Say
are
that
raging.
charm.
Yeah, you see in front of you that one last breath just comes out in that cold mist in front of you. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Well,
In terms of a thing for you,
With
as
Thievon
long
on
as
deck.
you're not inside that cube when your turn starts, essentially.
yeah, I got that. It's more if I'm going to hit one, it'll probably just break the charm, won't it?
Yeah.
That will also immediately break.
No, I
it.
mean like one that isn't charmed.
Depends
No.
on what
Does
the
that
charm
count?
says. If it was charm person or charm creature, their charm will end if they see you hurting one of its allies.
It doesn't say either. It just says they become charmed by
Yeah,
me. So
if-
I think it.
Yeah, if for now I'll just say if it doesn't say so, then it doesn't break if you were to attack its allies.
That's fair. Then that's fine then.
Yeah.
So I'll go with my original plan. Well, so I'm going to move to here, just
Okay.
outside the range.
Yeah.
And because my weapon has 10 feet of range, I'm going to attack this one up here with the multi-attack with my halberd.
All right, no problem. So you All right, so roll to attacks as you charge and you and begin to slash or stab. Roll for those attacks on that husk. Theron, you're also on deck. Matt, you haven't put Theron on.
Yeah.
You have, but
Where is he?
I thought you might have been like here or something.
Oh, you're there. Okay.
Because you were near the orb, weren't you?
He was 10 feet out, so I'd guess you, Theron,
'Cause
you'd be about there.
I've done
Yeah.
enough movements.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, so Theron, you'd be there, and then Tara, you'd be still next to the orb.
No, because off the pull,
Yeah.
I went back to relative safety. That's what I was saying. That's
Okay.
what I said.
All right.
Yeah,
No problem.
To be able to hear at least Theron.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look.
Okay, that's okay. All right. So Rayloff, what are those attacks?
That's 2 13s.
2 13s. That's exactly what you needed.
Oh,
So
thank
roll for
God.
damage.
Right, so I get +2 on both of these. Nice. So the first attack is 13 slashing damage.
13. You carve, and you take out a large chunk of the hide on its back as you just hear. It's looking heavily wounded already. Go and the damage for the second.
Oh yes! 16 slashing damage.
Fucking hell! You carve and then you bring it back down, and you just slam it down into the sandstone stairs on this small pedestal, and you just carve this husk in half as it.
Oh yeah.
And it just breaks pretty much in two. Just seeping green and purple ichor out from its guts.
I love that word, ichor.
It is great. I love it. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Rayloff?
Would it? What would happen with the torch if I'm holding my halberd in 2 hands? Would I have just put it away, sort of? Or like put it aside?
Either that or put it on the ground briefly.
Okay. I'm guessing I wouldn't be able to sort of see their reaction to the fire.
Right now, no. You just see the more, like the 3 docile ones, and then the one you just killed. They're all like fairly hostile,
it's
just
charmed
skittering
anyway,
towards you.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not a problem then. I'll just that'll be it then.
Stay there. Okay, fantastic. Theron, you are up with Terra on deck. What would you like to do?
If I was shouting out to Terra, would I have to use a bonus action to shout out, or?
No, you're gonna will literally next to each other.
It depends. Well, you can say whatever. It depends on the length of it. If I'll deem it as a bonus or an action.
It'd be really short. It'd just be like, concentrate on reading the tablet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. And everyone, any shouts do you want to make like that to like quick commands or suggestions? That's free. I'm not gonna make you use any action or bonus for that. Unless you start lengthily talking or trying to persuade or whatever. That's when it's action or bonus.
Yeah, cool.
So Theron, what are you doing?
I don't
Precisely hit the whole thing.
Well, I wish I had my 3rd level spells to cast slow. I don't really have anything I can use. Guess I'll have to. I shall 1st level chromatic orbit. One of them. Is the charm only lasting for 1 turn?
Yes.
Did you say? Okay, so just the closest one.
Alright, closest one would be this little guy. So
and I will use what won't they like? I'll use fire damage, why not?
Alright, as you begin to just roll this ball from what seems like almost like transparent glass to raging fire as the inferno begins, and you hurl it over at them. Roll an attack, or if I need to make a dex save, just let me know.
Oh, where's the spell attack? Just a d20?
Well, if chromatic orb is either a dex save or a attack, just let me know.
Oh,
and Terra, you're on deck.
Yeah, no worries.
Range spell attack.
Alright, yeah, so roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier.
10. Spell attack, 7.
Yeah,
So
17. Yeah, that does hit. So roll for damage.
I think it's 3d8, isn't it?
Is it just affecting the one creature?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I have to find the d8. So 4. No, that can't be it. Which one's the d8?
It's
The one with 8 sides.
the little diamond side, diamond one.
Okay. 3.
I'm a one that isn't a caltrop.
3,
Yeah.
5, and 8.
Nice. So
16.
yeah. Was it 3, 5, and 8?
Yeah.
Okay. 16 fire damage. You see as the chromatic orb just and it just does this almost contained explosion as it just latches onto this husk and just begins to pour like hot flaming tar all along its hide, and you just hear the and you see almost nearly all of its limbs just begin to slowly burn and wither. It's barely hanging on. Actually, wait, no, that's the one that you got with the javelin, right?
Yeah.
Real off? Yeah. You see the body just like go flat under its own weight as the limbs begin to burn and singe, and the muscles just atrophy, and the flames just off of it. Dead.
And then you just hear me say, "Great, there's only 9,000 more."
All right. Is there anything you want to do for your bonus or movement?
I'd like just to do that.
Yeah, easily enough done.
Fuckers.
Yeah, you see a couple of them just snap towards you. Terra, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to see what I can see from the tablet from this distance.
Okay, that's going to use your action. Roll a perception check for me.
Cool. No problem. Perception +4 is a 16.
16. You see, as the fight is going on around you, you narrow your eyes in, and you see upon this tablet, you see small scribbles and almost like hieroglyphics. What languages do you know?
Common, Druidic, Giant, Goblin, and Kuori.
Okay. You don't know what they say, nor what they mean, but you see small hieroglyphics, at least 6 of them, set in 2 columns of 3.
Okay.
Let's see what languages I see.
If I were to try to draw them, would they be drawable?
Yeah, they're fairly simplistic, with slight accents and nuances that someone of that language might, dig at you for, but for your own basic understanding, yeah, they seem fairly rustic and basic.
Not a problem.
But you have your bonus and movement.
I will. On the map, is these where the wall ends? Does it go straight up, or is there like an incline to it?
For the walls, they're almost like bowed outwards a little bit, as if you imagine like where a drill might have come through, like a large drill, where it's like kind of like rather than it just being flat stone walls, it's naturally bowed out with like jagged points coming off of them.
Okay.
So it's slightly rounded out.
That's cool. I'm going to use my 5 foot to get to the furthest back as I can to stay in light distance.
Okay, yeah.
Of this torch thing, and I'm going to try to kind of keep kind of like one eye towards where people are, and the other one trying to draw these or get ready to start drawing these things what I've just seen.
Yeah, no problem.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay, fantastic. It is now the Husks' turns. So, for those two, they are docile and free. One is going to head to you, Rayloff. Let's have a look at movement real quick. So,
I would like to point out that one there. I'm going to attack with my Sentinel reaction.
that's completely fine. You go ahead.
Because if I hit it, he won't be able to move past me.
Yeah.
26.
26 definitely hits. So roll for damage as that one gets stopped straight by you.
You're welcome.
Very much so.
Out of interest, is the orb not reacting to him?
That you notice just in the midst of things? No.
At 11 slashing.
11 slashing damage. As you carve it down, and you pretty much cut off like the rear end of its almost like mutated scarab insectoid hindquarters, and you see it's still movable, but you've cut off two of its 6 limbs with part of the body, and it's heavily bleeding out, but still just like snarling at you. All right, so. Rayloff.
Yeah.
Is about to take all the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 of these, let me just around you. Those 4 are going to make 1 bite and 1 claw attack each on you.
Okay, so it's 8 attacks.
Yeah. Alright, so the first one, the claw and the bite. Let me just get my sheet up. Okay. So the bite is an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
And the claw is a 13 to hit.
Nope, that one misses.
Okay. Let me just roll damage. There's no point in me rolling all of them then. Loads of damage. So.
It's halved, remember, as well.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me get the right die. Okay, so for the bite, fuck me. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Is that already halved? Or is that,
No, reduced to 1. And then the
Nice.
You round down, not round up.
Yeah, you round down.
Yeah,
and
it's
then the claw.
Oh, that seemed better.
Yeah, so the claw missed.
Yep.
Next bite and claw. The claw is 16 to hit, and the bite is 12 to hit.
That one misses.
Okay, so the claw hits. Where's my fucking dice? Okay, you take 5 piercing damage, reduced to 2.
Nice.
Next one. Fuck it, natural 1 on the bite, and the claw is 8. Misses entirely. And the last one. Another natural 1 on a bite, and 7 to hit on the claw.
Oh, my luck now.
Yeah. Isn't it great when the DM rolls shit? So all those 4 just and latch out. A good majority of them like get you, but just graze off of your tough hide and your like almost ice armor as you rage, and you just bash them out of the way with your knees and your arms and your halberd, taking a couple hits on the way. But other than that, you look around and you're just surrounded by this cacophony of just echoing through. But for movement, actually, you know what? This one is going to dash to here. This one will dash up here. This one dashing to here. And I think... Oh, wait, no.
But these...
Attack of
Wasn't he one
opportunity,
of the
innit?
ones that
Well,
attacked?
One of the four attacked. I think it was this furthest one behind you.
Oh,
Was here. Yeah, because that attacked, so it hasn't got a dash action.
yeah.
All right. So that is the Husks' turns. Unfortunately for me, really fucking shitty. Gerald, you are now up. What would you like to do?
Right. I shall. Yeah, first thing that I can do is I can move the box, and I'll just move it to 10 foot like that. Just trying to miss rail off that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we shall re-roll on the table to see what happens.
All right.
Number 4, drops of molasses appear and hover in the cube, turning it into difficult terrain.
Okay, so the movement is halved. So, is their wisdom save, is the effect immediate when you move the
No,
box?
this
or is
just
it...
does not matter.
Okay, all right.
Like, so if I roll a 1, it's a creature must succeed on a wisdom throw. If I roll a 2, they must succeed on a dex saving throw.
Got you, okay. And then
Where,
other
but
effects.
this just says it is.
Okay, yeah.
That
So,
happens.
all right. So this entire space, you see from the ceiling coagulating, almost like tree sap, but thick molasses, just, and it just splatters upon the ground, and the chattering, skittering husks just and begin to try and just pull away, as you notice that now it is very hard to traverse through. Rayloff, you kind of like have to like just take a half a step back so this thick, sticky molasses doesn't cover your feet, and you are just outside the perimeter, luckily. All right, so Joel, what was that for you? Was that a bonus?
That is nothing. That is just happens at the start of my
Okay,
turn if I
right.
can do that.
So action and bonus and movement. What would you like to do?
His action is going to be casting Dissonant Whispers. I will cast it at the one in front of me, in fact,
Okay.
and we'll just whisper towards it. Your friend thinks you taste like pie.
All right, and that was that a wisdom save?
That is a wisdom save.
6.
That fails. He will take full damage. That is a beautiful roll. That is 17 psychic damage.
Fucking hell.
6, and a 5, boys.
So you see, just as you whisper that, you see the husk, and you just see its head like just part of the back, just almost, just like caves into itself, and you just see like it just like push down to the ground with that force, and just barely standing up. You see its limbs shaking, the head, it doesn't know where to look, and just the clicking is just slightly fading, but also still as adamant as before.
And then after that, I shall use my bonus action to tumble and then move. Yeah, we'll move to here.
All right. So as you whisper that, and you see the arcane energy, just like the whispers and the shadow flutter towards it.
I will then flip backwards and go.
And you just somersault back with a flourish, and you just land on your feet. Okay. Awesome. All right.
The charm has now been removed on those two.
Okay. So, right after that, yeah. So, Tara,
Yes.
you hear Duke as he just goes, just next to you as the phrase going on, and you've went to look at the tablet, and you pull back. Hey, don't just look at it. And he's going to fire 2 shots to the husk here, right in front of Theron. Let's have a look. That is a natural 20, the first, and the second 12, just misses. So for the natural 20, as you see him, after he shouts to you, Tara, you see him almost kind of like take a breath, and then he almost like steps back into it, and you see the hand in a flourish just pulls the pistol out, and he just like hammers, just smashes the hammer down, and you see just from the hip straight towards one piece of rock. You see just get blown off just on the far back wall, and the other you see strike straight for this Scaraby husk. Let me get damage dice. That is a 10. Fucking A. Okay, so that is 22 points of damage for that natural 20 as the bullet. And as you see this husk, you see almost within a moment after Duke shouts that, and the echoes of the explosions from his weapon, you see the husk, and you see its head and part of its shoulders just be blown out and left with this like mewling carcass of dead flesh hanging out of its torso as it drops to the ground live.
And as that happens, I look at the Leonie and go, nice.
And you just see Duke kind of look at you. And he's just going to move slightly just up to here. Actually, about there. It's just going to take a couple steps away from you, Terra. Still just around the vicinity of you, Theron. And with that... no, he's not going to do anything else. Yeah, Duke takes a couple steps forward after he shoots, and that is going to be his turn. Coming up next. Hold on. Gerald. I want you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. $13.
13. Alright. So you'll be taking full damage as you see the orb and you begin oscillating and almost vibrating in this solid structure before you see an arc of cyan blue fork and hit you, Gerald, straight away.
Yeah.
You take 12.
Once.
Hold on.
That isn't once.
You take 20 points of lightning damage as the arc just curls around and just past you, Theron, past Duke. Terry, you watch this arc unbelievably like just stretch out, almost like an arm reaching out for all it's worth to try and grab Gerald as it snakes through and just strikes straight dead in the chest.
Gerald will point right at them, or directly after that. That is some bullshit right there.
Alright, Rayloff, back to the top of the round. What would you like to do?
I'm guessing you wouldn't let me do a sort of like a spin attack to just hit them all.
No.
No. That's wishful thinking.
That's
fine then. I'm going to pull out my double hand axes then.
Mm-hmm.
If I do a shove attack, that still counts as just one of the attacks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or at least I'll count it as one of your 2 attacks as opposed to using up those 2 just to do a shove.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's only 5-4, isn't it? Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna do 2 of the attacks then. I'm gonna use a bonus action for the 2-weapon fighting.
Okay, for the offhand. Okay, which one are you attacking?
I'm going to do 1. Well, can I declare my attacks for the attack action first?
Yeah,
before
sure.
I decide? Okay,
Yeah.
So I'll put 1 attack into the one I hit with the sentinel attack before.
Yeah, so it'd be...
that was this one.
Oh, sorry, yeah, just at the back. Yeah.
Okay. And the other one I will do for the one below me.
Yeah, go ahead. All right. Roll those 2 attacks. And Theron, you're on deck.
Hey,
You're on deck.
You next.
what do you mean? We're not even
Read
on
your
the ship.
spells. Read your spells for what you want to use next.
Oh yeah, I'm already there.
Okay.
Well, they're
Alright.
both there. 24 for the first one, and natural 20 for the second.
Fucking A. Okay. Roll the damage.
So for the first one, this is hitting the damaged one.
Yeah. The one that you had nearly decimated with your sentinel.
Oh, okay. I need to remember that because it's done the critical roll first.
That's okay. Well, we can do the crit first if you like.
So on the
one
crit,
bottom.
that is. Well, it's roll 2 dices rather than double in it.
That's
Because
okay.
it was a 5 and a 4.
If you want to, just roll a single dice and you double it if you want to, or use that value that it's given you.
I'll take that. It's closest there. So
Yeah.
that's 15 slashing damage. That crit one.
Awesome. Okay. So, and what's the damage for the first?
And for the first one, that is 10 slashing damage.
10. Easily enough, you just slash down, cracking straight into its skull, and the chittering and the scuttering from that one just comes to a vicious, deafening end as you pull out, hurling the other axe to the side, and you strike straight into its clavicle, and you hear bones just break as you push through. You pull out, and you see the husk still barely up. Excuse me.
I'm going to use my bonus action on this lower one then.
Alright, roll for that attack. Oh fuck.
Covid.
18.
COVID cough.
Shut up. What was it hit, sorry?
18.
Yeah, it hits, roll for damage.
Yes, maximum damage. 8 slashing damage on that wounded one.
After that second slash, you then see as you pull out, it's still there as you just put both axes together in your hands and just bonus action, just bringing them back down, just decimating it into the ground, leaving it lifeless and dead, pulling chunks of gore and brain matter off of your with your axes as you pull out of its head.
Nice.
That was a fucking awesome turn. Do you want to do anything with your movement, or are you staying put?
I will. I'm guessing. Actually, I'm guessing I wouldn't be able to do that.
I mean, you're staying in that range. I'd say sure, fuck it, go ahead.
What? Yeah. Then I will.
Squeeze
move-
between 2 into 3 husks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, flanking.
Actually,
What are you doing?
no, I'll stay there.
Okay.
Actually, no. No, I've said it now. Sorry. Yeah, I'm staying there. That's
Okay,
it.
alright, fantastic. Theron, you're up. What would you like to do?
How'd you ping?
Just
Uh,
hold
click
down
and
your
hold.
left click. And Terry, you're
As
on
long
deck.
as it's on their little
Yeah, it's fine.
select mode.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm attacking that one with second level chromatic orb,
Okay.
which is 4d8. I'll go with fire again, why not?
Alright, go on, roll for that attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did so well.
16 plus 7.
Yeah, easily hits. Roll for damage.
This time we tell him that was the one like on 2 HP.
6. 1. 4
Nice, 11.
and 6.
17 damage. As you, almost like a bowling ball, as you hurl it around and it curves just slightly around the corner before it just like slams into the husk, and part of the flesh, or majority of the flesh, just goes up in flames, and you hear the screaming through the blaze of fire that it is now emitting, and it is barely standing while still on fire, just clicking and trying to scuttle towards you. What would you like to do for bonus? or
I
movement?
am going to use my movement and try and get to that tablet.
Okay, alright. So you run forward. As soon as you get onto the steps in the pedestal, I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
I will use, as a reaction, shield.
Okay. So you use the reaction for shield, and you charge forward. I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Yep, it's a +5 AC as well.
I know.
It doesn't change anything for a dex save.
Yeah. It does change. Changes the
17,
spell level down.
17 plus 1.
Alright, that does succeed, so you take half damage.
Yeah, but what about shield?
It buffs your AC, doesn't do anything for a dex save. 11.
Saves bypass AC, essentially.
Oh,
It's like if the husk was going to hit you, then it would be awesome for a husk.
so
to
I've
use
just
shield.
wasted a spell basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
That's
Yeah,
a way
but
to
it's-
learn.
But it's still a spell attack. It's still an attack.
No, some effects will make you try to escape it or avoid it. Hence, like a lightning strike or any kind of like fireball. It's a dex save. It's not a attack onto you directly.
Best thing to think of it with is like using a shield to block a fireball. It's gonna
Okay.
still hit you around the shield.
Yeah, I'm going to be nearly
so-
dead now.
Well,
So-
that without it being halved, that is 23 lightning damage. So halve it is 11.
11.
11.
You take 11 points of lightning damage
I've got 15 health left.
as you charge through with your arcane bauble around you, and it just racks you up the side and up your neck. Where are you moving to? Are you going straight to the tablet?
Yeah.
Okay, right. You move yourself over there. Have you got your bonus action still? You do, don't you? 'Cause
Yeah,
you
yeah.
used the reaction.
technically,
Use your action. Is
Yeah,
there anything,
yeah.
anything you want to do with your bonus?
I can use my bonus action to read it,
All right. I will say.
or at least discern what language it is.
All right. I'll say without a roll, because if you wanted to take the time to perceive it, that'll be your action.
Okay.
So I'll say just a brief scan. What languages do you know?
I am trying to find out because on the thing it just says deep speech, but I know more.
I want to be in New Beyond.
Oh, shit.
Literally tells you all of them.
No, it just says deep speech and
Okay.
common.
Okay.
Even though I had more, but don't
You
matter. Don't matter.
look over, and the language is very familiar to you. It's written on the tablet.
Yeah.
All right, Tara, you are up. What would you like to do?
Yes. I will like to still be wanting to write down things. Seeing the arc shot from the orb hits Gerald, I'm going to use my left hand to usher an incantation and go up like this towards Mogwai. Just for flavour, I'm going to pluck one of his fur, bring it down, and like gracefully throw it towards Gerald. And as I throw, the feather will become Mogwai in a spirit form, start to run elegantly onto his shoulder,
Yeah.
and it's going to, as a healing spirit,
Nice.
heal Gerald up, which I will do as a 1d6. Let me just confirm. It is 1d6. I'll take that as my first roll. You gain 6 HP.
No.
Go for it. Awesome.
Yeah. And as for my action, I'm going to try my best to do the rest of the symbols that I saw, not knowing what.
Are you actively
Theon's doing.
drawing them?
For my action, if that's
Yeah,
good.
go ahead. Yeah, I'd say roll a dexterity check with
Yeah.
disadvantage, since you are in the middle
No
of
problem.
battle trying to like scribble down
No problem.
what you see.
Chef plus 2, that's a 13.
13. Right now, I'd say you get half of them done. You get the left column of 3 symbols kind of roughly etched in.
Yeah, just try to be nice and quick.
Yeah.
And that will end my turn.
Fantastic.
I'm not...
Awesome. All right. It is the Husk's turns. So, this one is going to straight away move over to you, Gerald. These 2 are going to attack you. This one's going to attack Theron. This one is going to go for Tara.
Would that count as going past me because he does go through this
from
square?
here. From here.
Oh, does he go? Okay. No, I thought he was here. So
Did anything happen while from the orb when it goes past?
Well,
am I just
the bottom one that
listening
just
to
passed, Rayloff, if you want to use your reaction, you can. For this
Yeah,
bottom one
I'll
that's just
use
past you.
it.
Yep.
So
Tara.
DM, out of interest,
Sure.
like the actual pylons not actually reacting to the creatures.
That's my question.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Tara and Theron, both of you with your passive perception, you notice, irrelevant how close or what these husks do, you see the orb continue oscillating at its normal pace and not react.
Okay. I'm going to make some armor out of those husks so I can walk right up to it.
All right. So the first one is going to skitter straight to you, Gerald, and is going to lash out at you with a claw and bite. So
23.
23. That does. Yep. That hits. Roll for damage. The bite is a non-natural 20 to hit.
Hits.
And the claw is a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Awesome. Okay, so for the bite, you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
And the claw misses you. Rayloff, what was that? 10 slashing.
And he'd be not stuck by me as well.
Yeah, you carve down and it immediately gets trapped right here. As you can see, it's like trying to do its last ditch effort to get past this huge guardian as it tries to scuttle and sees the opportunity to scuttle around, and just as it thinks it's past, and it just feels the sharp axe embed itself into its back, pinning it down to the ground. And about time that you pull out and it's still just weakly there, and you can tell you've just cut all momentum off. The other 2 around you though, one is going to make the multi-attack normally, and the other is flanking now with its ally that you cut off before. So the bite is going to be, fuck me, natural 1, doesn't matter, and the claw is a 16.
Oh, I knew that.
16 just hits.
Okay, that you take 8 points of piercing damage, reduced to 4. And the one that is flanking is doing a bite. That is 14 to hit. And the claw flanking is a natural 20. Not kidding, that is a natural 20 and a natural 1 at the same fucking time.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Which ones did you get first? Did you get the natural 1 first, or did you roll? You rolled both on. Don't matter, ignore it.
I'm only joking. I just like seeing him doing this.
There you
He's
go.
like, look at this fucking bitch.
Oh, he moved it before he took the picture. Did you see him?
Yeah, did you
Yeah,
see me?
I
I kicked the desk as well, just in case.
Two natural
Okay,
ones.
so the claw is going to do.
Perfect 180 flip.
Does the natural 21?
Yeah, this is a natural 20. So 16 piercing damage, reduced to, what did I say? 16, reduced to 8.
That's fine.
To be fair, DM, like, no offense, but like, even taking the picture, like, you can do what you want. You're the DM.
Oh, I know, I'm amazing. The other husk is going to attack you, Theron, with a bite and a claw. So the
I can't use my reaction to Chronal Shift because I've already used my reaction.
Used reaction.
Do you still have the bonus AC though?
It's just, I
Until
think,
your next turn, isn't it?
just check on that for shield.
Yeah, give me a
Because
sec.
it rolls.
Give me a sec. I'm
Okay.
not on it.
That's right. It rolled a 16, so that is a 20.
Which
no,
it
natural
hits.
20 to hit.
I've only got AC of 11 anyway, usually.
No, it will
Okay,
hit
so
anyway,
we'll-
that's
So it hit anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So that hits, and then so you take from the bite. You take 5 piercing damage.
Oh yeah, and the start of the next turn.
Okay. Yeah. So you take 5 piercing damage from that.
Oh fuck.
And
Yeah, I'm
the
on 10.
claw,
Yeah.
and the claw is a 15 to hit.
No.
Wouldn't hit.
Oh,
You're AC 16 now.
yeah. Technically, it's on the nose.
So now the shield was worth it.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's your AC right now with shield? 16.
16 was
16.
Because it's 11.
Oh,
and
Yeah,
11
yeah,
plus
yeah,
5.
it's 16.
Yeah.
16,
Yeah.
sorry,
So
yeah,
it doesn't hit.
Worth
Was
it.
it a
Oh, thank
waste?
God.
Awesome.
Hey.
So it bites down and
Because
just
I'm only on
latches
10 health,
yeah,
guys.
and latches onto your calf as you're like at the tablet, and then as you turn around, it looks to go slash with its claw, and it catches. Yeah, you just kind of like duck and you just knock it off with your arms as it just like basically like claps and bounces off of your arm
With this
without actually
wolf-like-
catching any damage.
With this wolf-like spectral shield.
Yeah. As it bounces off of the arcane shield as you're just holding it across you. That's awesome. The last husk is going to attack you, Terra, with a bite and a claw. So the bite, 6 to hit, and
Does
the
not
claw is a natural 20.
Okay,
Yeah!
that does hit.
Okay, I'm happy.
I'm not being funny, guy,
Yeah.
but you gain more natural 20s than I've
I
been
know,
getting with
I
you
know.
guys.
I
You also
love
got
fudging
a
rolls.
3, a 2, and a 1,
Uh,
and then like 4 really low
Yeah,
numbers.
that is
Oh yeah, good point.
in
You
total.
only remember the good numbers, don't you?
In total, that's 12 piercing damage from the claw.
Okay, I'm just going to roll for concentration.
Yeah. Oh, also, Gerald, did you roll a concentration check with the damage you took as well?
I rolled a 19 to
19,
keep my
yeah.
healing spirits
Yeah,
up.
you keep concentration.
Mine is 7, so I do not.
Okay, yeah, so the mischief, the box of mischief, is gone. Alright, let's have a look. Speaking of Gerald, you are up. What would you like to do?
At the start of Gerald's turn, I'm rolling another healing spirit. Mogwai's gonna.
Yeah,
feel that
as-
pulse of energy
Yeah,
while
as
he's
as
on his back.
Mogwai is just on your shoulders like the spirit spectral form, and all you hear beside your ear, Gerald, is as you feel.
As you gain 5 HP.
Nice, another 5 HP onto you.
I am marking these off, so don't worry
Awesome,
about this.
no problem. Alright,
On
Gerald,
Theron.
it's on Gerald.
Right now, it's on Gerald. It just on
What
the
What did you just
healing
say
spirit-
about me? No, joke.
On the healing spirit, it's for the first time on a turn, which is obviously when I used it,
Yeah.
or at the start of their turn, so I got both benefits.
I was
Right.
very confused because I thought you used it on Theron. That's
Alright, so
No,
Gerald,
no.
what are you doing?
He is going to point at the husk in front of him and go, I would hit you, but I don't want to get your disgusting blood on my feathers. And cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Wisdom
Alright,
saving throw, please.
it's an 8.
That fails. He takes 4 points of psychic damage.
That's enough to do it as you just see the husk and you just begin to see like dark purple, almost tears.
Which one?
This one in front of Gerald. The
yeah.
purple and like grey tears begin to run down its cheeks before you see the eyeballs just slowly just being pushed out by the pressure of the liquid just draining out, and and the eyes just pop out as all this purple ichor and gore just rain down its face, and it slumps down lifeless and dead.
I think from there, we shall step forward. We'll go over. We'll squash the eyes that fell out. We'll
Alright,
purposely
yeah.
stomp on them as we cross over, and then afterwards we shall. Yes.
Mogwai's spirit will
How-
stay where it is.
How? What's it called? Injured is Rayloff looking?
How injured are you looking, Rayloff?
Yeah. How's your eyesight looking?
You can sort of see a few cracks in the armor.
Hmm.
You can sort of see his left arm sort of like a little off. But other than that, he's looking raring to go.
Fair enough.
1 second.
Theron's looking pretty bloodied, I'll tell you that for nothing.
I'll really help you with this because, well, I think I shall. Yes, I shall. You will just hear this rail off from behind and go. You're letting a couple past. Your shield's not as good as it used to be, and that will be your bardic inspiration.
Awesome.
And that's
All right,
my
so-
bonus action done.
Alright, so Rayloff has the bardic inspiration. It is now Duke's turn as you just hear Duke like shout over to you, Gerald. Ain't seen that before. And he just continues blasting off with his pepper box. First one he's going to shoot is this one, and then the second is going to be right in front of you, Tara.
Awesome.
Which ones is he shooting?
The far bottom one below Rayloff and the one next to Tara.
Oh,
letting you
course,
know.
First one.
of course he isn't shooting mine.
Oh no. That is a 21 to hit. That hits. And then the second one, 16, which does hit. So, that is doing... for the first hit, for the one below you, Rayloff, I
Yep.
think is already damaged.
Yeah, it is damaged.
Because that was your Sentinel one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like 10 slash.
Yeah, so that is 8 damage as the bullet just like explodes and shoots straight towards it. You see it sink straight into its chest, and you begin to hear like part of its lung as it tries to, and you just hear a slight as a flapping bit of tissue within the lung that is just burst open. It is looking really, really fucking rough. And the one next to you, Tara, I think has been untouched.
Yeah, it has been on touch.
That is 6 points of piercing damage, as you do see as it's in front of you, Tara, and after it latched at you, you hear the and just behind you see part of its close shoulder just blow and spray off, partly against the wall, but partly a bit of gore on you as well.
Okay.
That's going to be it for now for Duke, as he will he's going to move just past you, Gerald, and just up to here, just along the perimeter of the arch, but also close enough to you, Rayloff, that he's got a bit of distance, but he is behind you. That is Duke's turn. Okay, let's have one look. Tara, I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Well, no.
As the orb begins, and it's another fork of lightning jettisons straight towards you, Tara.
Got a 15 plus 2, 17. For dex save.
Yep. You succeed, so that is going to be half damage.
Nice.
8.
Feeling shots.
9.
9.
18. So you take... you take 9 points of lightning damage.
1 damage.
As the
Okay, cool.
as it arcs and like around, like past Theron, around the husk, and just forks in an unnatural way to latch onto you and just strike straight into your pelvis as it just racks up, and you feel along your body just this firm stabbing heat. But top of the round, Rayloff, what would you like to do?
Sorry.
You sure?
I looked to that lightning bolt and I was like, huh. Nice.
Right, yeah. I'm going to do a one on this bottom one.
Yep.
And one on the one in front of me.
Alright. Go for it. As all around you, you just see...
Well, that was a waste. Whoops.
What?
First one was natural 20.
Fucking A, where are all these fucking nat 20s coming from?
I know.
And the other one?
Second one was non-natural 20.
Both hit. So roll the crit for me, and then roll the second attack.
Yeah, I got a natural
Motherfucker.
30.
Yeah.
You say that, it was 27 the natural 20.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so damage on that bottom one.
So that's... I'll just double it this time. So
Yeah.
that's 6 plus 4 is 10. 12 slashing damage
Yeah.
on the bottom one.
Absolutely tear it apart. Last on its legs, just clicking at you and trying to bite at your ankles before you just slam down with a force that just almost shakes the ground around you. And the next
then
one?
8 damage on the one in front.
8, okay. As it's fairly fresh, I think it was touched by a couple of things. You see it, and it's looking hurt, but still active enough to make attacks and continue going.
The other... I have a question. Would I be able to use the shove action as the attack with
No.
the 2 weapon fight?
No,
I don't think so.
Only because I take it as an attack action, as the action of attack. I'll use one of your 2 attacks to do a shove if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
if offhand, there's just an attack.
I'll just use the bonus action into the one in front and try and
Go
whittle
ahead.
him down.
Yeah.
Oh, look like it wasn't the 120 again. Not natural.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Hits.
What do we got?
Theron, you're on deck.
It's only 3 slashing though.
3 adds up. As the last one, you kind of just and you just like shave off part of its face as it just and you just see like one eye kind of hanging out, just still attached. It's just dangling, looking very, very hurt. Theron. Unless you wanna
sorry.
move.
I was gonna say just to double check something. Okay, that's fine. So what I will do, I'm going to move. So following around this one, I'm going to move to here. I know the one in front of me is going to get a reactionary attack, because I'll move to there.
Okay. So yeah, the one scarab that is kind of like just barely hanging on is going to try and make a claw attack against you as a reaction. That is a 14 to hit.
Doesn't
No.
it?
As you just bash it off with one of the axe heads. As you go in and up the pedestal, I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Do I get advantage because it's a trap?
It is a trap you can see, so I will say advantage as it just strikes straight to you, almost like a shotgun blast. Straight for you.
14.
So, 14. That is a failure, so you're going to take full damage.
About half.
You don't reduce lightning.
damage.
I do. It's any
No,
any
it's,
damage that isn't fire.
ignore me. Yeah, you do. Oh fuck.
Why don't I have that?
You're lucky because you're not cool. You're lucky. I just rolled
I'm not cool.
3 6s.
Theron's way
6
cooler
plus
than you.
18. Fuck off. 18.
Oh yeah, roll for coolness.
Yeah. 18. 22.
Yeah, and even if I roll badly, I can just do chronal shift and do it again.
You take halved. You take 14 points of lightning damage.
14.
14. Straight
Jesus
to
Oh,
you.
Christ.
so I'm gonna.
I'd be dead if it was.
Oh.
I rolled really well on that. As the lightning just and strikes straight into your chest as you're walking up, and you feel it just rack in your body. Hot white flashes for a second before you and just resist part of the damage. Alright, that is your turn.
Theron.
Theron, yes. Theron, you are up.
First
What would you
level
like to do?
chronal shift on the bugger next to me.
Alright, go for it.
13 plus 7.
Yeah, hits. What damage?
7.
Okay. You see this.
No, I'm in. It's 3d8. That was one of 3d8.
Okay, go on.
7,
Yeah.
8,
Yay.
Six.
21.
All right. And what kind of damage is it?
I'll stick with the fire.
Yep.
I
You-
love hearing them in pain.
Yeah. Yeah. You see. So you kind of turn around,
Weird one.
and as you do, you begin to get that glass orb in your hands before you begin rolling the fire, and almost like a dodgeball, just chest pass like volleyball. You.
If you can dodge wrenches.
Yeah, you can dodge a ball, and you just launch it forward, and straight into the chest and the face of this husk. And as it takes one step towards you to try and make an attack, you see it just be lit in an inferno of flame, and it, before you know it, it just crumbles down, singed hide, smoking in front of you.
With a bonus action, can I even delve a little bit deeper on what's going on with the tablet? Or read a few words?
Not
A
really.
gist? An inkling?
I will say, roll 1d6 for me.
Okay. I don't know what this means, but I'll go for it. Come on, you beaut. 2.
2. You get one. You quickly make out one word made of from these symbols in deep speech, and it's the middle one on the left column, and it says mercy.
Okay.
Now,
Which I will not show to any of my enemies. They're gone.
that's it. Terra, unless Theon, you want to move at all?
Because I have a feeling if I move, that lightning's going to fucking strike me again. So, no, I'll be alright.
You won't move. Okay. On the end of your
Unless it strikes me, and then I'm pretty much dead. But anyway, let's go with this.
okay. On the end of your turn, as you're right next to the orb.
Yeah. And shield does nothing.
No,
Yet.
I want. Well, your shields are over anyway because it's the next turn.
No, this is another turn. I can use
Yeah,
shield.
it's your next turn. I mean, you can use it as a reaction
But it
again if you
doesn't do
have the
anything.
spell, if you have it available. But for you, the original shield is worn off because it's the start of your turn. I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, I'm going to die. Or at least unconscious. Oh shit, that's half my dice gone. 13 plus 1, 14.
14. You're going to take full damage.
If it's more than 10, I'm gone.
Alright. The lightning just
Oh, so I'm gone then. No, gone.
The lightning just snaps, and all of you see Theron. The lightning just flashes over him and then fizzles out, and you just see Theron just get fall unconscious into the wall, kind of draped over the tablet, partially. Terra, you're up.
And as I'm falling out, could I just say, like, you know what it says?
Yeah, and you hear that meek little just whisper before you land like a sack of potatoes next to the tablet. Terra, you're up. What would you like to do?
Hearing the little whisper of death, I'm going to clap my hands together and rub it and cure wounds myself, and then usher Mogwai's spirit form and guide it towards Theron's.
Yeah, but it's going to get hit by lightning.
As it does, Gerald, you feel the little spirit just go and almost just like float off of your shoulders through the air as you see Terra just like guiding, like almost pushing water over to Theron.
Right, Katara, calm down.
Okay, so I gain 12 HP,
Nice.
which I will happily take. Heal. And Theron, you gain 6 HP. I will take
There you
happily.
go. Theron,
Nice.
you immediately, as your eyes just and you just wake up and you find yourself lying next to the tablet with a little bit more of more life in you.
6 HP, was it?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah,
Ah,
and
bear
Mogwai
with
is
me.
like stroking your
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
with its face.
This spectral Mogwai is just like snuggling up to you as you feel this health.
And I look at the Mogwai. I'm like, you know what? I didn't like you, but I think you were right. And give it a pat, a spectral
Well,
pat.
you would,
Alright.
but it'll kind
Yeah,
of
you
like
see your hand just
go
through.
through.
Yeah, I
So
know,
you kind
I
of
know,
like,
I know.
yeah. All right, Tara, do you
It's
want to do
more
anything
for the
else?
sake of it.
Yeah, you kind of like aim your hand up and you just pretend.
Yeah.
If Theron's looking my way, put my thumb up.
I'm still gonna get struck again.
And that's all I can do.
Okay.
So I'll just scream at the husk that's in front of.
Yeah, and you see
And
the
I'll
husk screaming back. It is the husk's turn. So this far back one is going to scuttle over to you, Theron.
Are you fucking joking me? Fuck off.
This other husk is.
Oh,
is
you see a man down and you just carry on. Go on. Do it. Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
And
yeah.
the other husk is going to
Didn't take
attack you,
much
Tara.
convincing that.
No, go on.
Okay.
Go on, do it.
It turns back, goes towards Theron.
Yeah, the other one. Yeah. All right. So.
Decides, nah, you ain't my day. Goes back.
All right. So.
Theron just like, go on. I'm almost dead. Go on.
Alright, so against Rayloff.
With Sentinel attacker, we'll be hitting the one that's hitting Theron.
Alright.
That's after the attack.
Okay.
It's alright.
You
I'll
have
use
10 feet
shield
range
anyway. I didn't use
so
it.
it works. So I will say.
Sorry, it's not that. It's when he hits him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I'm within 5 foot range.
Gaia. Okay. Yeah.
Go on.
No problem.
Go on. Hit
Alright.
me. I'm
Okay.
going to use my reaction. Use shield, bitch.
Okay. I was going to do
You
Rayloff
could.
first, but we'll do yours.
Yeah,
So-
do that.
so-
Do that. Yeah.
So it's going to make
Let's do this.
a bite and a claw attack
Let's
It's
hope
not
it
me.
isn't. Let's
On-
hope it isn't plus 16.
on Theron. So the bite is 8 to hit.
Well,
and-
I'm not using my shield for that.
Okay, and the claw is 19 plus 4, 23 to hit.
Not even worth
There's
it.
no point in using my shield.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
Go on.
so you're not going to use shield.
I'm not.
All right, 6 points of
It's a reaction. I
piercing
can do
damage.
it. in
Of
no time.
course it does. Of course it
Yeah,
does.
it's 6
Yeah.
points of piercing as the claw.
How much?
Yeah.
6 points of
Six.
piercing.
Oh, just imagine the exact amount.
Absolutely not.
As
Let me cross that the fuck out. There you go, sir.
as it stabs back into you, Theron, and you just feel, and you just feel the life or the your vision become hazy and dark again. As
I don't
you
even do that. I just do this. I just roll my eyes. And then just do one.
Okay, Rayloff, get that attack of the sentinel attack after
Oh,
you
I'm glad
see
someone
it
got some
stab,
out of it.
stab into Theron.
15.
15 does hit. Roll for damage.
Where was your stabby attack?
That is 8 slashing.
8. You slash down onto it and you
I knew you were going
stab
to do
down
that. I knew you
into
were
it,
going to do that.
and you pull your axe out, leaving it just lifeless, draped across Theron's unconscious body right now.
Can't hit you again.
All right. The husk are going to attack you, Theron. Not Theron. Rayloff.
Yeah, go for it. Why not? Let's do death saves.
Rayloff with a bite and a claw. Bite is a 17 to hit.
Yep.
and
By the way,
claw,
if I ever go
natural
wish spell,
20
I'm
to
going.
hit.
If I ever go wish spell, I'm totally going to supersede the DM
Okay.
as a wish.
So for the bite, there was the non-crit. Oh, fucking 8. It is 10 points reduced to 5 of piercing, and the natural 20 for the claw is 20 points, so 10 points of piercing damage. As it bites and slashes, both connecting, you You see the damage, but you're just a bit happier that you've gotten rid of the one that was getting on top of Theron, as it slashes and bites with a snarl.
Whoa, getting on top of Theron. What was he doing?
It was killing you.
Game for rescue.
And Tara, the husk in front of you is going to try and attempt a bite and a claw on you.
Yes.
So for the
Roll
bite,
on.
14 to hit,
Does not hit.
and the claw is a 13 to hit.
I scared him too much. My scream was too
Yeah.
powerful.
As it
misses.
goes to hit, and you just like bash it off with your staff and with your foot, and it's just.
Yeah, the first time, I'll scream back at him.
All right, that is going to be their turns.
Nice.
Who's turn? I'm dead.
have a look.
Horses.
Well, unconscious.
Gerald, you are now up with Duke on deck. So, Gerald, what would you like to do? As you see Theron just unconscious against the tablet, now safely.
I want to be
So-
poking the tablet
Yeah, he's just like hugging over, just unconscious. You see his
with my
chest
tongue
just
out
falling and
slightly, licking
rising.
it. Like an obsessive historian.
What would you like to do,
I
Gerald?
will bonus action tumble, and we shall move our way over
Alright.
to Theron.
Roll the dexterity saving
No.
throw for me.
Oh, hope your dexterity is
Oh,
good, bro.
here we fucking go. That's a 22.
That
Oh,
succeeds,
nice.
so half damage.
Haha, take that, lightning orb.
So that's 19, so 9 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
As you tumble in, and it just and strikes off again towards you and hits, but you manage to
Theron
continue through the
instead.
tumble,
Go on.
and you are above Theron now.
Now, bring it down, horse. Say, you do not need to rest here, and I shall touch the husk and hit. No, I shall touch Theron and heal here on out.
Okay.
With cure wounds.
All right, so roll for the healing.
So you gain 1d8 plus spell casting. That's 14 points of healing. to you.
Nice.
Yep,
There
so-
you go.
Nice.
You feel just life pushed back into you with a lot, and you are still hugging the tablet, but you feel ready to go again.
And now I use the rest of my movement to climb up onto the ceiling and around away.
Okay.
So
As-
I'll be sort of
And
here,
I'll
but
and I'll
make it for
like
myself. I'll be
Okay.
sort of there, but on the ceiling.
and I'll just
Okay,
look at
yeah,
Gerald
no
and
problem.
like, you're the nicest bird I've seen in a while.
And
As I'm already running away
Yeah.
from you.
is that your turn, Gerald?
That is everything I
Okay.
can do, yes.
And just as you say that, Theron, you hear next to you,
Oh, fuck off.
Gerald, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw again for me.
Didn't like that. That one is 11.
You'll take 4 damage.
Hey.
As the lightning straight up to the ceiling and to.
I swear there isn't a
Kanku.
pattern to this lightning thing. He's just like, whenever.
I'll tell you after we're finished. if you
Don't
want
like
the pattern.
people entering it, don't like people exiting.
No, because I stayed there, thinking
That's
it wouldn't hit me. Yeah.
You take 24 points of lightning damage
I drop from the ceiling.
as the lightning
It's a reaction.
falls up, and you see Gerald just get shocked, and you see the lightning curl around Gerald before he and just drops from the ceiling, landing flat on his back, right next to you, Theron and Rayloff.
Hello.
And just as
Question.
yeah,
Does he land near the spirit of Mogwai?
I
It's
mean
within 5 feet.
it's within 5 feet, but it'd have to be on your.
It says
I know.
for the first time on a turn or start of.
But you have to command it to
turn.
latch onto him, don't you? Pretty much.
No, because it says you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to the creature into, and then brackets and no action required.
Okay. And what does it have to be? On the creature or with the creature?
Within 5 foot.
You know
Oh,
what?
I'm now on the floor.
As Gerald just drops down, and as you land flat on your Kenku back, arms out. Your eyes begin to open again as you see a spectral little mogwai on your chest.
And he's gonna lick you for 1 HP.
Interest was a real Mogwai. It was just like Mogwai
Spectral. It's just for flavour.
Mogwai is itself, but as a spirit form.
And Gerald,
Okay.
as you kind of...
I'll have to give him some food at a later date. Then.
And Gerald, just as you kind of like open your eyes, as a spectral, cold but yet warm, touching lap of a owlbear tongue, and you wake up to see Mogwai above you, Rayloff just standing above you, Theron in front of you, Terra off with a husk, and a husk still scuttling towards Rayloff and Duke. Starting on Duke's turn, that's where we're going to take a quick break and come back in just a little while and pick up right from there to hopefully finish this encounter. Okay, as we come back into the game, after the party has inspected this arc reactor set far back in the cavern system within the Temple of Nesviti, you stalked around the hallway, and Theron decided to go and inspect the small tablet that you saw set next to the orb. And as you did, lightning struck you from the orb, causing light and noise, attracting husks from the other side of the caved-in exit as they began to scratch and gnaw and collapsing some of the rubble and debris. As they came flooding in, and all of you began to fight them off, all the while trying to adhere some knowledge or information from this tablet or from this arc reactor that has been discharging electrical energy to and from all of you. And just as Theron's last-ditch effort to try and read the tablet being cut very short by one of the husks and the orb itself, Gerald healing him as well as the Mogwai spirit, and as Gerald takes one last strike from the orb while he's attached to the ceiling, falling down, having Mogwai, or at least the spectral Mogwai, landing on him, regaining that little bit of life to keep you conscious. This is where we pick it up. So, with Duke starting back off, yeah, he's going to make one attack against the husk in front, and then one against the husk in front of you, Tara.
Awesome.
And you just hear him shout just as he's like looking down into the chamber, into his weapon, and you see him just like kind of just roll the barrel slightly.
Yeah.
Don't down me now. And he's going to attempt to take one attack on each. Let me get my sheet up. That is a 22 to hit, and the second is a 21. So they're both going to hit. Let's have a look. Hold on. He is going to expend one grit point for a violent shot. So he is going to roll twice the double the damage die.
Nice.
Nice.
Very crit based.
Yeah, that is
Nice.
16 plus 2. So that's 18 points of damage. As the first one, as he slams back on the hammer, you see him kind of also just like you almost hear like a lion's snarl just as he does, and the blast is just almost deafening, a lot louder than the other shots he's fired. As you see the husk just next to you, Rayloff, as you kind of turn at the shot, and you see the husk, majority of its body just gets torn and scattered by this shot and laying lifeless, limp on the ground. He then turns back and making the second shot towards the other husk. Oh wait, no, that did hit because I rolled before, but that's no grit points or anything. That is a 4. That's 6 points of piercing damage. As the one in front of you, Tara, you just see part of its chest as it's right in front of you. As it raises up, you just see part of its chest, and gore just coats you.
Yum.
And you see it barely hanging on. I do need to quickly have a look. Oh, doesn't matter. He gets that grit point back because of that killing blow. So, that is going to be Duke's turn. Actually, okay. Duke is going to bonus action. Oh, actually, no, fuck.
And he kills everything.
Yeah. He's going to use action surge. You see, as he's fired off the second, as this one is dead. You see, he pulls out a small brown jug and just and uncorks it. And he puts it away, and you kind of see his eyes just almost like narrow, and his pupils just go down to pinpricks. As he then, you see him kind of like flick his gun forward, and the half of it just breaks away on a hinge, and you see all of the, you just see him pour out all of the shells into his hand, pocketing them, and just reloading as he reloads. And that's going to be his turn. As he kind of just like readies his pistol again as he looks around. That's going to be his turn. So, ending his turn, Gerald, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I don't think it matters. As long as you deal 1 damage to me, I go down.
That's a good point.
That's a fair point. The the orb once again. And an arc of lightning just strikes
Actually,
straight.
how far away is Gerald from me?
5 foot.
5 feet next to you.
5 foot. I could use Cradle Shift as a reaction.
Or for it to take it again. It's gonna hit
It doesn't
him.
matter. No matter what I roll,
Pass.
even if I take
Oh.
half damage, I will take over 1 point of damage.
Oh, okay. Fair.
The lightning just next to you, Theron and Rayloff, just jams, just almost like spear thrusts straight into Gerald. As he's on the ground, you just see his body begin to just shake and quiver as the lightning around his body. Gerald, you fall unconscious. It's top of the round. Rayloff, what would you like to do?
Yeah, screw it. I'll use both my actions to throw my both hand axes at the one in front.
Oh, the last remaining husk?
Yeah.
Okay, right, roll for those attacks.
It's dexterity, isn't it, for throwing?
Yeah, for throw.
I'm a proficient, so it'd be 5. So just -1 on the 5.
And with Theron on deck as well.
12 for the first attack.
12 just barely misses as you hurl one, and it just splinters off the wall just near the brazier next to you, Tara,
Nice.
and just clatters to the ground.
And then 14, sorry, for the next one.
14 is over what you needed. Roll for damage.
Yeah. That will be 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing damage. Rayloff, how do you want to do this?
So you'll sort of see Rayloff throw his offhand axe towards it. It misses. You see him roar in rage. He's just gonna wind it up and then throw it. And just gonna sort of cleave through the bottom half, keep spinning. And as it's going, it's just flipped over, and it just flips with the axe, basically. And
I
just
love
gets
it.
slammed into the wall.
Alright, so Tara, you see in front of you as the one axe just right next to you. The other you hear with a roar, and it gets launched, and as it digs into the husk, you hear just one slight before you see partway like churning through its body, like almost like a saw blade straight through, and as it catches just on the rib cage and the sternum, you see the husk itself be slammed down and upside down onto its back as the axe just stays handle up, lodged into the ground and the husk. Is that your turn, Rayloff? Are you doing anything else?
Can you use your bonus action to try stabilize Gerald? Wink,
Doesn't
wink,
gonna be
nudge,
able
nudge.
to, would I?
I think that's action, isn't it?
It's an
It's
action,
an action to
isn't
stabilize.
it? Yeah.
Ah, it's worth trying.
Do I have a potion?
It'd
Do
be-
people
it'd-
shout other things between rounds at all? Or
what?
is it only on?
Uh,
Like, could I shout something to rail off? Or is it-
I would ideally in game. I'd like to say on your turn, or
Own
if,
it,
or,
own
if,
turn.
or if
Yeah.
someone shouts something to you on their turn, you can reply if it's a quick reply.
Aside.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, no worries. Awesome.
Rail off. What are you doing?
Yeah, I am going to. I'll try and slowly move up towards them.
Okay. You take a couple more steps. I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me with advantage because it's a trap you can see.
How come I never got
13.
advantage?
Because he has
This is-
danger sense because he's a barbarian.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
13.
13. That's a failure. You're going to take full damage, but reduced because you're raging.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Does that mean it's quartered if you?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
Succeed?
stack.
No, don't wait long.
No,
Actually,
I didn't
no,
like
actually, no, it does.
Six
Yeah,
half. Then
yeah,
we'd say
yeah,
half
it does.
that
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
That's cool.
9.
That's fucking sick.
You
I
take
think I know what I'm doing.
you take 22 points of lightning damage, halved to 11, as it
Well, it's not me.
and slams straight into you, racking all over your body. For this
Yeah,
point,
so I'm going to.
you're
yeah, I'll
still in
stand
initiative.
there.
So
We still have initiative.
yeah, we're still in initiative right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So Raelof, is that your turn? Movement and bonus and
Yeah, just sort of standing and
Yeah.
blocking it. I'm just gonna be. Would I be able to bring out my shield? Not gonna do anything, but would I be able to like block the vision of anyone else?
yeah,
Basically.
absolutely. Yeah, I'd say you pull out your shield and you can like hunker down over Gerald or Theron or
Yeah.
whoever. All right, Theron, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'll, as my bonus action, I want to shout over to everyone or anyone who listens. I'll just be like, "We need to heal Gerald." And then, as my action, I try to read the tablet.
All right, roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception, did you say?
Yeah.
17 plus 3.
All right, non-natural 20. So you read. You see there are 3 words in deep speech. All set. Oh, sorry, 6 words in deep speech. You see set in 2 columns of 3. On the left
So,
column,
how many, out of interest, how many columns are there
2.
on this tablet?
2. So 1 column, 2 column, and that's the tablet.
Yeah.
You see on the left column, from top to bottom, it reads build, mercy, sacrifice. And on the right column, from top to bottom, you read destroy, cruel, and withhold.
Your pen isn't working. Withhold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is your action, and I don't mind you shouting out like short phrases like that. So you still have your bonus if you want to use that, and then movement as well.
Build, mercy, sacrifice, destroy, cruel, withhold.
Yeah. And I'll say you still got your bonus because shouting out something like as small as you're dead, that's free. You do notice the orb is still oscillating, and the noise is just picking in your ears.
Since I've got the words, I'll try and move as far away as possible, even though
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
Sure. So you
Whatever direction you think is.
yeah, you just move far back off of the pedestal, off of the steps, kind of just next to Duke. And if that's your turn, Tara, you're up.
Amazing. Just seeing if it's just the one thing that I can do. If not, then I know what I'm doing. Cool. Okay. So, is Rayloff 5 foot from spiritual Mogwai?
Yes.
Mogwai is going to jump through like some kind of levitating fly towards his face and scream at it to try to like wake him up, kind of thing. And he's going to use his last with his he's going up with screams. He's going to like pinnacle into dust, green, shiny, dust basically.
Yeah.
And he's going to give Raylo his last HP, which I'll tell you now.
Is it Rayloff or Gerald you're healing? Or Theron?
Raylo, I'm sure I did say Raylo.
Yeah, Rayloff, okay.
Yeah. And that's as my free action with the healing spirit, and
yeah.
I'm going to use because it's half. I can only use 2. I'm going to use 2 of my bombs of the summer court on Gerald, and it's going to underarm tree roots to go underneath, and from underneath it's going to look like someone used defibrillators on him, but from behind, so he's just going to go.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
Take it from
Alright,
the
so
floor,
roll the healing for Rayloff.
which I will roll for that.
For the
Rayloff gains 3 HP
3,
from
okay.
Mogwai.
Nice.
And
then the
I
bombs?
will D6, 6 and a 5, so that's 11 plus 2 temporary hit points.
Awesome. To Gerald.
That will end my turn.
Wait,
Alright.
temporary? Can I get temporary?
Yeah.
You gain 2 temporary hit points from Bomb of the Summer Court.
Oh,
I
2
don't
temporary
know.
hit points, 11 healing.
11 healing. Yeah. So
Nice.
technically 13
fine.
HP.
I thought
Right.
you meant 13 temporary then, I was like...
No.
Alright, so
Question mark.
awesome fucking turn. Gerald,
Thanks,
you are
Spencer.
up. What are you doing?
Right,
You find yourself just like picking yourself up from the ground
that's
and right next to you.
pissing me off. And I wish to... I'm going to jump at the orb and try and take the orb away from that pedestal.
Okay, roll a strength check for me.
So block any lightning that comes out.
It's a 10.
Doesn't budge. But the orb straight away without any save. And almost like an angry blowfish when it just puffs up. This orb, upon touch, immediately, no charging up, just begins to shock, and you will take the full damage. 5, 9, 11.
Who's this? All of us?
No, Gerald.
No.
Oh, thank God one of my passives have activated.
You take-
We'll be fine.
You take 18 points of lightning damage
Oh, yes.
as you.
Oh yes.
Well, okay, oh no, but at the same time, I haven't gone unconscious. And there is a
Okay.
reason on that.
You
That's a win. That's a win.
You notice Gerald kind of goes slightly limp before his eyes just again, and you're still alive. But it doesn't budge, not an inch.
Yeah. As my final thing, I will just shout, "Someone break this thing!" Yeah, that will be my end of my turn.
Have we still got initiative?
Still in initiative, yeah.
Oh,
You-
what from?
The orb.
You're still in
Yeah,
initiative in
Oh,
combat
okay,
initiative,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You just hear Duke. That ain't gonna do nothing. Just come away. And he's going to back up slightly. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's what he's going to do for now. Theron,
Yeah.
I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, imagine this. God, yeah. Two. Plus 1, 3.
You take 21 points of lightning damage
I'm dead again. Well, I'm conscious.
as the orb and just lashes out towards Theron, and you see Theron's body once again slam down to the ground. Rayloff, top of the round, what are you doing? The orb is still next to you, just
Is it sort of floating just on its own, or is
it's
it?
not floating, it's pinched
It's
between
like a
a
device, isn't
pedestal and a stalactite that is like pinched and like almost like pressing themselves like into it to keep it steady in there. Almost as if it was like part of a bigger structure.
Design.
But parts have broken
Yeah.
off. The only things that are left have been this thing to keep the orb there.
Oh, how far away was I from that?
You said initially you would move down about there.
Yeah.
So,
but
yeah,
you can
you're
still
like-
get me from there.
Sometimes
We know.
that you know.
No, I mean, it's fine if it is. I was just saying.
In some
I
instances,
was just
it
trying to
can.
work my way out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. That's fine.
All right, Rayloff, what are you doing? You got the
Right.
orb still.
I am going to try and bash it with my shield out away from everyone.
Okay, roll a strength check or an attack roll for me.
Okay, I'm gonna go with one of these shiny rolls.
Bardic Inspiration as well, yeah.
He's still
No,
got.
that's
he
why I'm
hasn't used
doing
he's
it.
Still got it. Okay.
That's a D8 on there, is that one?
So I'm gonna use a shiny little roll here.
Yeah, go for it.
Hope for the best.
Go on. Nope.
That was an actual 20.
Fuck. Yes. Okay. What's the total?
And I'm going to use the D8.
Yes.
Me as well.
Let's see if we can hit into 30s.
So that's no, that was 6. So that is so we're going for an attack roll. So that's 7 plus natural 20, so 27 plus 6,
33.
and I get plus 2. Actually, if it's a strength, oh, it doesn't matter. It's a thing. Is it? No, it's just
Plus 2's the
it's just
attack
advantage.
damage.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hmm.
So that's 27 plus 6. That's 33.
33. All right, Rayloff. You wind back. You grit your teeth, and you just bash your shield into this orb. It doesn't knock it out, but what you do notice is all of you just hear as you pull the shield away, and you've just left it almost like spyglass cracked that's just spiderwebbed majority around the orb, and you see leaking out just lightning and arcane just leaking out of this structure, and you immediately hear and it's going to, well, I want everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
So
including
I-
me.
Yes.
Including me, or is it a
Yes.
death save?
No, no, because you're still conscious.
I'm
so-
unconscious.
You
There'll be a
fail it.
death save.
So you fail a death save, so that's automatically one fail, so you don't need to roll anything.
Cheers, mate.
13.
You're welcome. Duke doesn't make
How
it.
many death saves? You have 3.
3, so you failed one automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just roll the damage and then I'll get dex checks from everyone.
You still want a dex check for me for the hell of it, or
No.
No.
Okay. Gerald.
22.
You take. Trying to work it out.
Is it over 3?
Yeah, you'll take like 8 points.
I go down.
Okay. Gerald goes down. Rayloff.
I got 13.
13. You take 19 points of lightning damage.
Halved.
Half, so 8.
And I will also use my reaction to use Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
it's a D12 plus 3 that I don't take.
Fantastic.
Let
Tara.
me just roll that quickly.
21.
8 points of lightning damage. And Gerald takes the full 19. Oh, not Gerald.
Here.
Duke. Duke, thank you. So that's the 19.
19 halved is 9. So minus 4 is 5. Nice.
19 halved is 8, by the way, for if you round it
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's you
Whoops.
take 3.
cool. I hit one.
So with that, as the orb is partly cracked and is leaking out this electricity, and after that large explosion, the chamber dulls down with light, while you still see, and you hear the charge begin to grow and grow and grow. So
And then I am going to immediately pick up Gerald and just.
you've already used your action.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know we were still thinking. That's
Yeah. Theron, you're up. What would you like to do? Unless, Rel, if you want to move away after bashing it.
Well, I can't do anything.
Okay, sorry. Rel, do you want to do anything? Movement or otherwise?
Yeah, I'm gonna move away.
Okay, alright. So you start darting away. Theron, I want you to make a death saving throw for me, please.
A second death saving throw because I just got hit.
Yeah, you just got hit, so you failed
Yeah.
once. I want you to make a death saving throw for me.
Is there any additives or
Nope.
is it just straight to me?
I think it's 20, but it's not plus con, is it?
Just a
Yeah,
D20.
just a d20 for me.
Yeah. There is a feat where you can have a plus to your death save.
Oh, got ya. Okay, so just roll a d20 for me.
But it is feat. Plus strength, it's only 1.
15.
Yeah, that's one
Nice.
success. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
So you got one failure, one success. Tara, you're up. What are you doing? You're right. You see across the way after that explosion, after you get hit and you curl away, you look, and it is still just leaking out.
Okay. This is Theron in it.
Yes.
I'm going to run. Use my last first level spell slot. Defibrillate him and use Cure Wounds onto his chest. And he's going to pulse with this green energy. I will roll for his D8. It's a 6 plus 4, which is 10 HP Theron gains. And as a bonus action, I'm going to... Mogwai's going to hate me. I'm going to pluck another feather from Mogwai. I'm sorry. And throw another of his healing spirits that's going to run over to Gerald. And it's going to give him one use of the healing
Alright,
spirits.
roll for it.
That's what happens, alright.
3 HP.
Nice.
As your eyes open again, just as Theron is opening his, and you see a spectral Mogwai.
I fucking owe you so many fucking snacks, bro.
Well,
And-
it was me.
Yeah, Tara
that
healed you, Theron, and Gerald got the spectral Mogwai.
Yeah, so I'm above you.
Okay.
You
okay,
love
okay.
me. You love me. You better give me snacks.
So,
Yeah,
And
same thing.
That is
Yeah.
going to have to end my turn.
yeah,
that's all I
okay,
can do.
alright.
I will never draw anything on your eyes again.
Gerald, you're up. You see Mogwai spectrally just on your chest, just looking down. As you come to consciousness again, what are you doing? Right next to you, the orb
Alright. With that tablet there,
Mm-hmm.
how is it split up into? Of course, I can't read it if assuming I have common stuff and then ore.
What you can tell is it's the tablet,
Yeah.
and then each like small like set of a symbol or symbols are set like in 2 columns, 1, 2, like that. So just 2
shit,
columns.
I haven't told anybody ever. I haven't had a chance to I've been dying.
2
That's all I can
columns,
see out of that.
and then
2 columns, 6 buttons.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna split this up in my head now before I roll this d6.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. And my aim is, Gerald is going to run and punch one of the buttons and see which one,
Okay.
if that helps him. I will also use my bonus action tumble in case I can use that then to sprint
sure.
away. That is number 3.
So that was
the second one down.
So the middle on the right.
That was actually Mercy, yeah.
Or middle on the left. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah. So 3 that'd be Mercy. Okay. Gerald.
I don't even know what that does.
Gerald.
I know what
as
it
you
says.
and you look over to the tablet and you like scurry through and you hear above you you see the lightning strike all around you as you curl away from it and bash that button in. You see it give relief and it presses down and you immediately hear that as the orb charges down and the light recedes into nothing before a large column of light jettisons from the orb straight up through the roof, through the ceiling, knocking through the stone all the way up to the skies and the astral sea above, and you immediately see all of the bodies of the husks around you, lifeless, singed, blackened, split in half, decimated. All their bodies slowly begin to glow and begin to, one by one, just crumble and flake and break down and float in particles, all to this beam of this orb, leaving the battlefield just with stains of blood and gore, yet no bodies, as all of them slowly are pulled in and just join that large cyan column of light. And after a few moments, as the light almost beautifully and elegantly illuminates this chamber, all of these particles float and flutter over before that column of light just disappears, leaving an empty, dull, frosted glass orb, cracked and spiderwebbed, in between this pedestal and stalactite. And
Can I just stick my finger up at this frosty orb?
yeah.
You motherfucker.
Do I see the axe that was impaled into the dead
It's still stuck in the ground.
one? Hey, didn't steal my axe.
Can I make an Arcana check on this?
Just
Deadened orb?
tell me what you want to do with it and I'll tell you what to roll.
I just want to see if there's still any magical energy at all in the orb.
Yeah, so you go up to it, you tentatively kind of walk up.
13 plus 7.
Awesome. You tentatively walk up, just worrisome if it has any last little bit of energy to discharge.
More than worrisome, I
Yeah.
can tell you that.
And, and you take steps and a step, and you see, and it's almost just frightening at the silence and the dullness of it after everything that just happened. But you can get close enough without it reacting, and you inspect it, and you feel, just through your sense of arcane and all the learning that you have put onto yourself, you can sense there is absolutely no residue of arcane left inside or around this orb.
Is it deactivated?
Sorry, what was that, Gerald?
It's more in character asking
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Theron. Is it deactivated? Yeah.
Yeah, there's no arcane left, or else it
I
probably
walk
would
up
have
to it
killed
and
me
I
again.
punch it.
You
Yeah,
could
as
shatter
soon
it.
as I hear no, I punch the orb.
Okay, roll an attack for me. Unarmed.
Okay. I just threw that dice somewhere. That's a 19 to hit.
19 does hit. Roll either damage or a strength check for me.
While everything's happening,
Mhm.
for the last 4 healing spirit amounts, the healing spirit of Mogwai is going to heal Gerald, then move to me, then move to Theron, and then move to Rayloff.
Okay.
So I'll quickly just do
Yeah,
that now. While
yeah, that's right. Gerald.
We did a damage of 2.
Alright. You just hear a dull as you feel the impact, and it is hard. A hard sphere, almost like
How big is the
punching
sphere
a
out
thick
of interest?
window.
Basketball.
About basketball size. As you
Hey.
punch it, and it's like a dull.
Okay. Is it enough to me to carry for me to carry?
Any of you could realistically carry the size of it, but getting it out, that's the issue that you're finding. As Gerald, you punch it, and it's the same kind of sound and the firmness of, like, you know, the old CRT monitor TVs. It's like if you went on that, and you just feel your knuckles throb, and you're like,
Fucking hell, you had me up then.
yeah. And
I just gotta look at Rayloff afterwards.
Yeah,
How
because they-
did you hit that?
They were way harder than you thought.
I know,
they were.
yeah. You,
I proper
Gerald,
rage.
you gain 6 HP.
You bastards don't even realise dial-up. I'll tell you that. You're too young. When you punch your CR monitors because of fucking dial-up, like,
Yeah, I am glad I never had to deal with that.
You hear Duke. That's why I told you not to touch it. You, all of you, almost got us killed.
And have you got a fob watch in there?
I agree with Firon. We're almost is not confirmed.
I don't know what this means. As he's just like looking deadpan straight at the dead arc reactor.
Either way, we're going to find out. As soon as I rest up.
I'm sure we will.
I think we all need some rest.
Can I
Yeah.
check in my backpack and see if the chitin from the bugs we killed outside is still there?
Yeah, you look into your backpack and you see the chitin is still there.
Just quick jump in. Gerald, you gain 6 HP.
Thank you.
Theron, you've got 5. Rayloff, you've got 5, and I've got 3.
5 million.
I wish. And then Mogwai will dissipate into.
Yeah. You hear Duke straight away after those slight words. Okay. We done what we needed to do. We're leaving. Come on. And he's going to start walking and making his way back down the hallway.
What, back to the throne room?
Mm-hmm. Or just at least back into that central chamber.
I mean, I can't really argue. I can't really say, like, let's go back down. Let's go further on. Yeah, I'm done.
Is there anything of particular, like, eye-catching apart from the tablet and the destroyed orb? Is there anything that...
There's a lot of stone, a lot of rubble. Nothing really catches your eye except for that tablet and the now dead arc reactor.
Theron?
Duke. Oops. Yeah, I'll let you speak to Theron on that one.
Theron, do you want to just check the tablet if there's anything, to make a thorough check to make sure we haven't missed anything? Like it might come back, or if it's permanent for good?
I mean, I can do an Arcana check, see if there's any magic in it. But
It's more
otherwise,
just to see if it says anything. If you said you
Oh.
can read it,
oh, sorry. I actually read it and never told anybody because I was too busy dying.
that seems like it's your fault.
Fair enough. I get that. By the way, the left column says build, mercy, sacrifice. The right column says destroy, cruel, and I forgot what the other one said. Is it withhold? Withhold.
I'll shout out to Gerald. Gerald, did you press one? I saw
I
you
hit-
go for it.
I hit one at random.
Did you know which one?
I kind of slammed my fist down upon it.
Can I make an Arcana check on the tablet itself anyway?
Good job.
Just what do you want to do?
Just see if there's any magic in it.
Sure, roll Arcana.
18 plus 7.
Yeah. Even before it was almost faintly magic, but now there is no juice to it, no power. It's still the stone tablet with the buttons that can recess in, but other than that, you don't really feel any kind of.
It's only because Terra asked me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did it say anything else other than these things? Pointing at the hieroglyphics.
There's no magical juice in those bastards anymore. I can tell you that for nothing.
That's not what I asked. Does any part of the tablet say anything else?
I'm sorry. I've only got battered a couple of times.
Okay. Does it say anything else?
No, that's literally what it says. Or else I would have let you know.
Okay. That's all I asked. Turn around to walk.
Gerald, just as they are talking, you said you shouted over to Duke as
I
he was
did
leaving.
shout to Duke, yes.
All right. As you shout, and you kind of
See if he's got a pocket watch.
your passive insight is good enough for this. You can see like a sense of urgency and uncomfortableness in his walk away from this chamber as he is just heading like head down and a quick pace around the corner as you shout. If you're still shouting.
That's a question. Which corner did he go around? Did he go for the destroyed corner where the husk came through, or the corner that
which all of you came from that you rounded?
Okay.
So you just see him like kind of huffingly, uncomfortably coasting around the corner, nearly out of vision.
I will definitely follow him then.
All right. Are you calling out to him?
I've done the call out,
Yeah.
and then if he carries on, I will just follow him until I expect him to get stuck.
As you call, you just see him like stop, and like almost immediately just swivel on his back foot, and you instantly see, and he just pulls out the pistol, aiming it towards you.
Whoa!
Don't you bother me now.
I wasn't going to.
Shut your mouth. Don't you do nothing like that again.
I activate the unnatural charm on him. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. $17.
Oh, he succeeds.
You see him just like deadpan just through the crook of his hat, staring at you and just leveling the pistol with you, and you can feel it just burning.
The pistol with him.
Yeah.
I want to shoot magic missile at him then.
Oh shit! Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Oh, actually, not
No.
at him. All right.
You said it.
Yeah, fair play.
So-
fair play.
As
First level.
okay, as Gerald, you call to a very uncomfortable
16
Duke.
plus 7.
Okay. And he just turns on the back foot and levels off, just almost split in his personality from what he was like before in this moment, leveling his pistol with you. And as you just kind of just try and enforce your unnatural charm, you can tell that his expression doesn't change. And just taking a breath, and staring at him, leveling his pistol.
I just wanted to know. That's probably as
And
far as I get.
just as you say, you just wanted to know, you hear as bright lights of arcane missiles streak out from Theron, heading straight to Duke. And just as they are hurling down upon him in 3 streaks, anime missile style, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode and come
I
back
was ready, roll.
next week to continue on from there.
If magic missile gets me killed, that's going to be the...
What? He threatened you?
Yeah,
How'd you
it's
back,
true.
bro?
But you're also not going on the part where I'm also in front of the shot still.
I'm not being funny. Like a daredevil like him, like it's not like he doesn't know what happens when he bees a dick. You know what I
That's
mean?
the point.
Yeah, he's also the one that's least injured out of all of us.
Well,
Yeah, I don't care.
And reloaded.
I've got you back.
well, we'll see where that goes next week. But for now, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.